Home sweet home.
Yeah.
Are they real or imagination?
Good morning, guys. Today is such a special day, a big day for the both of us.
Yeah.
Excited?
No.
Not at all?
Yes, of course I am.
It's really a big day. Like, I'm just smiling already for an entire week. Can't really sleep, just waiting for this day. Today, we've been working the past years towards this. Today, it's finally happening. Bye-bye. See you in 4 hours.
Huh?
See you in 4 hours. So yes, guys, we're getting the keys to our new apartment in just 4 hours. It's almost impossible for me to describe what this all means to me. You probably all still remember my old studio, which was fine and nice, but now I got this huge studio, which was a huge step for me. But the step today, the private one, the new apartment, actually means even more to me. You see, this entire story and why this means so much to me starts all actually with my parents. Both of them moved to Germany. My dad from East Germany, which back then had a wall, so he had to flee with absolutely nothing. And my mom left Israel, although no one wanted her to leave, especially not to Germany, but she still did. So both of them started new, maybe 5 to 6 years younger than me, which is really tough. No family, no financial support. And on top of that, both of them are artists. And I don't have to explain to you how hard it is to make money with art. This right here is one of the paintings of my dad. These cutouts are by my mom. Really impressive. I mean, all of this is cut out of one piece of paper. Both of them back then were studying art, so they weren't even like fully in the business actually. Both of them had side jobs. My dad was dishwashing, like up to my age actually. My mom, and I can still remember it as a kid, she cleaned other people's apartments. I went with her there because no one could take care of me, so my mom, like, I don't know, cleaned like it was like a 60-year-old guy that, like, not the best condition, and she had to clean up everything, which was really messy. And yeah, we were basically extremely poor back then. As a young kid, I didn't realize it because we were just having fun with whatever. It's the best time. But then growing up and like going to kindergarten, going to elementary school, like when you start comparing yourself and the conditions other people live in to your own, you start to realize that like you're far off. So let me try and like show you what the apartment looked like. Although my parents are both artists, I'm really bad in drawing, but it's the only way to make you understand what this new apartment means to me. Then a little hallway, entrance door. I already screwed it up. Another try. So my room right here, entrance door, window, hallway, entrance door to the apartment, kitchen, and then another room right here. This is actually supposed to be here, but whatever. Window. Yeah, that's basically it. So this was the kitchen. But it actually also was the bathroom. We didn't have a separate bathroom, so we had right here a shower, a sink, and the oven and everything for the kitchen in here. It was all in one room. It was the only room with like connection to water. Then my parents' bedroom was at the same time bedroom plus studio, or actually it was storage. The kitchen was kitchen, bathroom, plus my mom's studio. And my room, I had my bed here, I think. Maybe a desk over here. And this entire area was my dad's studio. So this was my bedroom plus dad's studio. And then the toilet, you actually had to leave the apartment, go down the staircase, and there was like a very tiny shithole. And that was basically it. it was really small, like way too small for 3 people. This was actually meant to be an apartment for 1 student, and we lived there until I was 16, 17. Out of all of the things, like the apartment was the one I was suffering the most from, to be honest. Like, not as a kid, didn't bother me, didn't know anything else. But then being like 14, 15, 16, inviting friends, inviting girls, it was really weird because there was no bathroom. The bathroom was the kitchen. The toilet was down the staircase, which is really cold. There was no heating. And like later on, my parents got separate like studios. So in another building. So the room that was my bedroom and my dad's studio became just my bedroom. That's how I ended up actually with the biggest room. And my mom moved her studio from the kitchen to an actual studio. It was a tough time. I can't complain. I can't say I didn't have a happy childhood. I absolutely had. My parents had a lot of time for me. They were both self-employed, so they could take me places and educate me. And I mean, like this deep connection you have with your parents, if they actually really care about you and take their time, that was there 100%. And I also got my very first computer by them. This one right here with 13, which probably hurt my parents' bank account a lot. But this was the start. This was me starting to play around with Photoshop. This was me starting to play around with iMovie. That was me starting to play around with Logic. I mean, no, not Logic. I don't know what I had back then on this machine. I later then switched to this one right here and started using Logic. But yeah, back to the apartment. It was really way smaller than the space you see behind me for 3 people all like together. And I know there are a lot of people watching from other countries that live in even worse conditions. But for Germany during that time, this was really low. And that's really why this new apartment means so much to me. It is like 3 times as big, 4 times as big. I've accomplished this myself, of course, with Vanessa together, the both of us, and worked really hard for it. We came a long way, and this is like a huge upgrade for me looking back onto where I grew up. And after just having like this huge studio, which, yeah, I mean, this is still insane to me. Every single day I open up the door and it's like, wow, this is mine. Like even right now, I'm just looking at all of the stuff. I'm looking out the window, the view, the huge size. This feels unreal to me. And today all of this is getting like the cherry on top. This new apartment that is a dream apartment. I just need to survive the next 4 hours and not be too impatient. So let's get some work done.
Home sweet home.
Yeah. We got the key. We're super excited. I mean, wow. This is the dream apartment.
The floor is worse than I remember, but I do cleaning maybe.
Yeah, we have to clean up a little bit. It's so beautiful. This house is at least 100 years old. And just look at this view. It's amazing. No, it was better with you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so stoked. There is just like one little downside, and that is like the entire moving process. We'll have to deal with it right now, but all in all, extremely happy. Once all of this is done, I will give you like a full tour, but at the moment it's like we'll still have to like get a kitchen, measure everything, buy everything, transport everything. So wish us a whole lot of luck.